Week number 59 of the 27-inch challenge. So we're almost, or we are more than a year doing this, 27-inch challenge. And what are we looking at? This is our new 5-in-1 oven slash stove slash air fryer slash rotisserie slash, I don't know what the last one, but it's 5-in-1, 5 function in one oven. So this is some roast pork, some herbs, and some pork, and just pop it in the oven slash air fryer, and you will hear the sound of its crispiness now. You hear that? Whee! Woo! Is eating pork bad for your health? Consuming this pork skin, chicken skin, and other fatty foods bad for your health? Well, the answer is simple: yes and no. It's not just yes. Yes, if it exceeds your calorie energy limit for the day. No, if it doesn't. Because most people will say that, it's just yes. So is eating pork bad? Yes. Fatty foods bad? Yes. Well, most of the time it's yes. Okay, but if you can control your appetite, like some people can, some people are doing right now, it's not bad to eat a little bit of pork every now and then, because the problem with pork is it's, and other fatty foods, savory foods like this, it's very easy to overeat. They're too tasty. The fat, the meat, that crispy skin, it's really, really tempting to it's really, really easy to overeat. I mean, you're not even aware most of the time that, I had a plate of lechon or pork belly or some ribs, okay, some crispy ribs, some pork ribs. And another problem with fatty foods is the fat itself. Fat is double times or more than double the calories of carbs and protein. Okay? Carbs and protein is only just 4 calories per gram. Okay? Fat, on the other hand, is 9 calories per gram, even higher than alcohol. Alcohol is 7 calories per gram. If you drink whiskey, beer, or wine, that's only 7 calories. Fat is higher. So meaning, even if you consume very little amount of these types of food, like this roast pork, like the fatty foods, you still get a lot of energy. You still get a lot of calories in. That's why they say, they just simplify it. They say, fatty foods are bad. Don't eat fatty foods. Don't eat pork belly. Don't eat roast pork. Don't eat roast beef because it's fatty. Don't eat it. It will clog your arteries. It will kill you slowly. Okay? It's like a plant. To make it easier to understand, it's like a plant. We are like plants. Okay? What is the main food source of plants? Sunlight, right? Photosynthesis. Okay? What happens to a plant when it's too hot? It receives too much heat. The plant dies. Okay? Slowly or quickly. Okay? It depends on how much energy, it receives. Okay? If it receives too much, it will die. If it receives just enough, it will grow. Same with our bodies. Okay, if we consume too much fat, too much food, too much, in this case, fat, calories, highest in calories is fat, then we will kill ourselves slowly or quickly. Depends on how much we eat of it. Now, let's get back to the question. Is fat bad? Is pork bad? Is eating roast beef bad? Is eating cheese bad? Is eating, all kinds of fatty foods bad? Again, the answer is yes and no. To make it simple, it depends. Okay, it depends on the amounts. On the amounts you put your body. So what can we learn from this? Know your amounts. Know how much to eat. Okay? Know how to portion your cheese, to portion your pork, to portion your lasagna like this. Okay? Know how calories work. Okay? On our website versusyouFitness.com/fatloss, we teach this for free. Okay? You just gotta have to be diligent on reading. Okay? It's a lot of reading free stuff. Check them out, versusyouFitness.com/fatloss, and yeah, it's free. Go there, and if you want, we have some cookbooks, we have some programs, diet programs along with training programs paid on our link tree down below. So you will see that on our description. So check it out. Okay, if I think it can help you. If it doesn't help, then I don't know what will. Okay, it's the best programs I can give you. Okay, it's by Greg Doucette, it's by Greg O'Gallagher, by Radu Antonio. Those are my partners now on the paid programs. Okay, check them out. Check our link tree down below. So this is some lasagna. Okay, we're our rolling lasagna. So we're cooking some savory foods: the roast pork, roast beef, this lasagna, this baked salmon. Okay, so as you can see, this is some chicken galantina. Okay, egg, chorizo, sausage, some pork, grinded pork, chicken thighs. So you shape it like that, and you flip it and you slice it. And this is some more salmon with some some sauce. Okay, so this is spaghetti fettuccine. So that's the advantage of having an oven. Okay, you can melt low fat cheese. And this is exciting. This is our buffet. This is our the only steak buffet. This is I think I got like 10 plates here of only steak and only starch, some potato, some mashed potato, some, well, I didn't get much gravy because of the fat. I'm kind of controlling the calories because chicken wings, only steaks, they have a lot of fat already, and if you add a lot of gravy into the mashed potato, and the mashed potato already has butter, and this coleslaw also has coleslaw. What do they put on coleslaw? Mayonnaise. So it's a lot of fat. I controlled myself on eating a lot of the gravy, so it's still delicious. So I add some Worcestershire, and you'll see me pregnant after this. This is the aftermath. Okay, what can we learn from this? Okay, it's very easy for people to panic whenever they have those days that they go off their diet. Maybe it's a dinner date with the wife or children or your family, or maybe it's a birthday party, maybe it's a wedding, or maybe you did a good job on your work and your bosses treat you all for a buffet. Okay, so life stuff, this stuff happens, and the next day you look normal, or maybe not normal, maybe a little bit bloated, but close to normal, and the next few days you're gonna look normal again. Okay, people make the mistake of after I'm so guilty of this of this buffet, I'm gonna do lots of cardio, 2 hours of cardio starting tomorrow for 5 days, and I'm gonna up my training volume, and I'm not going to eat any food. I'm just gonna eat vegetables and some coffee stuff. Okay, because I'm so guilty, and that will produce more binge eating cycle. If you don't allow yourself from time to time to unwind, to to get yourself on to feed yourself. That's why some people call it a refeed. Okay, so if you don't allow yourself to do that, and you're always dieting down, it will give you, it will accumulate. You'll be stressed out and you'll overeat eventually. Okay, nobody's perfect. Realize that. Okay, we all make mistakes. We can't, even competitors will attest to this, that they are not perfect. Some days they screw up. Okay, but the thing that separates them from us is their consistency. Oh, I had a bad day of eating. Okay, the next day I'm gonna eat exactly what I plan to eat for the rest of the dieting weeks, and it will be fine. And if you compute, for example, you overeat 1,000 calories, what is 1,000 calories after a year? Nothing. Okay, the lesson here is don't be so guilty all the time. Okay, your diet should be inclusive rather than exclusive. Okay, rather than thinking inclusive means I'll just include the foods that I love on my diet, rather than excluding, oh, no pasta, no diet soda, no sodas, no brownies, no sweets, no fat, no fried foods. Instead, that's exclusive. Instead of doing that, try to include it, but with the proper amounts. Okay, or you make food, healthy foods, or high nutrient dense foods taste like that. Tastes like, for example, brownies. You can make low calorie brownies. If the brownies is too much for you, you can't stop when you eat it, then make some of these low calorie brownies. Okay, we have a cookbook, link in the description. Click the link tree below our description box, and you'll see our cookbooks for these types of foods. Okay, so there's a lot of confusion about nutrition. It should be inclusive. Okay, rather than sticking to this 2 to 4 food choices, and then that's it. Chicken, broccoli, rice, tilapia, and that's it. Okay, rather than doing that, don't get me wrong, that works, but that don't work long term. No amount of willpower can of human being can stick to that diet all year round, 24/7, 365 days a week. No human being can stick to tilapia and rice and broccoli and all this chicken breast. No, you are human beings. We are social beings, and we have to eat. Okay, so we're making brownies. Okay, this will be a cheesecake brownie. So that's what it is. Okay, it's quite tasty. Okay, so we're starting to bake now. So I'm gonna tell you, for this month of, I average my calories again for the month of September, October, November, and it turns out I'm in a very, very low calorie deficit. Okay, I haven't been making progress in terms of the fat loss, but I am very, very pleased with the progress I have. 28.2 to 29 inches. Okay, that's our Linktree programs. So check them out. See you next video for our update on this 27-inch challenge. That's all for now. Peace. Bye-bye.